Welcome, and thank you for being here. Take a moment to get comfortable. Let your shoulders soften, your breath slow, and your thoughts begin to drift. Tonight, we'll journey into a quiet world of ancient wisdom, a world where animals speak gently, where lessons are shared without force, and where stories unfold at an unhurried, peaceful pace. These are Aesop's Fables, timeless tales passed down through centuries, simple on the surface, yet deeply calming to listen to. There's no need to stay alert, no need to remember every word. If sleep finds you before the final tale, that's perfectly fine. The stories will continue, just for you. So now, close your eyes if you wish. Take one slow, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to relax even more. Let us begin with the quiet wisdom of Aesop. In the warm savanna, a great lion lay under the shade of a wide acacia tree. The sun touched his golden mane, softly, warmly. A gentle breeze moved through the tall grass. Rustling leaves whispered quietly. Birds sang far away, and the river murmured over smooth stones. Nearby, a small gray mouse crept carefully. Her tiny paws made almost no sound. She searched for seeds. Curiosity led her closer to the lion. Step by step, she climbed onto his large paw. The lion shifted slightly. One eye opened slowly. He looked down at the trembling little mouse. "Little one, what are you doing on my paw?" His voice was calm, gentle, quiet. The mouse trembled. I did not mean to disturb you. Great lion, please, let me go." The lion tilted his head. He could have eaten her in a moment, but he only waited quietly. After a long pause, he lifted his paw carefully. "Go safely," he said. The mouse ran softly into the grass, her heart still beating. She whispered, "One day I may return the favor." Some days later, the lion wandered near the edge of the forest. Suddenly, he was caught in a hunter's net. The ropes were strong. His struggles tightened them. He roared softly, but loudly enough to echo across the savanna. No one came. The mouse heard his roars. She ran quickly, carefully. She climbed the net, began to gnaw at the ropes. Slowly, steadily, patiently, she cut through the fibers. The lion remained still, trusting her completely. Finally, the ropes loosened. The lion stepped free. He lowered his head gently. "You saved me," he said softly. "And you once spared me," whispered the mouse. From that day, the lion and the mouse shared a quiet friendship. In the gentle savanna, they moved carefully through the calm grass, each knowing even the smallest kindness can make a great difference. In a meadow bathed in warm sunlight, an ant moved slowly through the grass, carrying tiny grains back to her home. Step by step, task by task, she prepared for the colder days ahead. Nearby, a grasshopper played music, letting his song float gently in the air, twirling like soft ribbons, carefree and light. He watched the ant work and asked with a smile, "Why not rest a while? Why not enjoy this beautiful day with me?" The ant paused, breathed, and answered kindly, "I am preparing so that when winter comes, I will have what I need." The grasshopper shrugged, continuing to play, letting the warm sun carry his melody. But soon the days shortened, and the cold wind whispered through the meadow. The grasshopper, without food, felt the chill deeply and wandered to the ant's home, softly knocking. The ant, warm inside, listened with compassion and shared a bit of her shelter and a bit of her food. The grasshopper learned, with gentle gratitude, that preparation brings peace, just as music brings joy, and that both can live together beautifully. In the soft glow of a late afternoon, a fox wandered through a peaceful vineyard, her paws whispering across the warm earth. Above her, hanging from a tall vine, were clusters of round, shimmering grapes, glowing like little purple moons. The fox looked up, her mouth watering softly, hoping for just a taste. She jumped once and missed. She jumped again, stretching higher, but still, the grapes floated just beyond reach. She sat quietly for a moment, breathing, resting, feeling the gentle breeze around her. She tried again and again until she felt her energy fade, and she realized the grapes were simply too high. So she let out a soft sigh, smiled to herself, and whispered, "Those grapes were probably not sweet anyway." With that, she turned away, walking slowly, peacefully, letting go of what she could not reach, feeling lighter with every step. And the vineyard returned to stillness, warm, quiet, serene. Under the warm hush of a late summer afternoon, a tired crow glided slowly across the quiet fields, his wings moving with gentle, unhurried strokes. The world shimmered beneath him, calm, soft, but his throat felt dry. A small reminder that water would be welcome soon. After a long search, His eyes caught the shape of a clay pitcher resting beside a narrow, sunlit path. He landed quietly, peering inside with hopeful curiosity. At the very bottom lay a small pool of water, cool, shining softly in the shadows. Relief warmed his chest, but when he leaned in, his beak could not reach. No matter how he stretched, the water stayed just a little too low. He paused, breathed, let the calm settle around him. Then, scattered nearby, he noticed small stones, smooth, rounded, patient little things. An idea rose in his mind as gently as a breeze. He picked up one pebble, dropped it inside the pitcher. Plink. The water lifted, just slightly. So he added another and another, each one falling with a soft, echoing sound. Stone by stone, the water rose higher, responding to his steady rhythm. Plink, 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 until it reached the rim in a quiet, shimmering pool. The crow leaned in once more and finally drank, slowly, gratefully, letting the coolness fill him like a long, calming breath. When he finished, he looked at the stones, the pitcher, the peaceful world around him, and felt a gentle truth settle inside. Patience and quiet persistence can bring even distant things within reach. With soft wings, he lifted into the golden air, refreshed, steady, and calm. Along a peaceful riverbank at dusk, a gentle dog walked slowly, carrying a prized bone in his mouth. The air was cool, the water smooth as glass, reflecting the soft colors of the settling sky. He crossed a small wooden bridge, listening to its faint, familiar creaks. Halfway across, he glanced down into the still water and saw another dog staring back. To him, the reflection felt real, as if another creature stood beneath the bridge, holding a bone that looked just a little bigger, a little better. The dog paused, breathing softly, studying the shimmering shape below. A tiny thought drifted through him, simple, tempting. Maybe I could have that one too. Without thinking, he opened his mouth to bark, and in that instant, his real bone slipped free, falling into the water with a quiet, widening splash. Ripples spread gently outward, blurring the reflection, erasing the imagined dog, carrying his bone away into deeper water. He watched silently as the river returned to calm. A small heaviness pressed on his chest, not sadness, just understanding. Slowly he breathed in and let the lesson settle. When we reach for an illusion, we may lose what is already ours. With a soft exhale, he stepped off the bridge, continuing his path along the riverbank. The evening wrapped around him gently, a quiet companion. And though he walked without the bone, he moved lighter than before, calm, peaceful, aware. Take a deep breath and let yourself settle. Once, in a quiet forest, there lived a proud, fast, and restless hare. He loved to show how quickly he could run, darting between the trees, leaping over rocks, never stopping, never slowing. And nearby lived a calm, gentle tortoise. He moved slowly, peacefully, one step at a time, never in a hurry. One day, the hare teased the tortoise, laughing loudly, saying he was far too slow. The tortoise simply smiled and suggested, with quiet confidence, a little race. The forest animals gathered, curious, as the hare leaped ahead at the start. Running so fast, he soon disappeared. The tortoise, steady and relaxed, continued step by step, breathing softly, enjoying the feel of the earth beneath him. The hare, certain he would win, decided to rest beneath a warm tree, just for a moment, closing his eyes, drifting into a deep, peaceful sleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise moved forward, slowly, gently, without stopping. And when the hare finally awoke, the tortoise was already crossing the finish line, quietly, calmly, victorious. And so, the forest learned that slow, steady progress, guided by patience, often leads us exactly where we need to go. Take a breath and let the calm stay with you. Far above the quiet world, the wind and the sun watched over the land, drifting peacefully through the sky. One day, a gentle disagreement arose between them. The wind believed that strength and force were the most powerful things in the world. The sun believed in warmth and softness and quiet light. To settle their debate, they noticed a traveler walking below, wrapped in a simple cloak. The wind spoke first. "I will show you," he said. He blew and blew, cold, strong gusts rustling the trees, bending the grass, trying to lift the traveler's cloak away. But the traveler only held the cloth closer, pulling it tighter around himself, seeking warmth. After a while, the wind grew tired and fell silent. Then the sun began to shine, softly at first, a warm golden glow. The traveler felt the gentle heat, felt his body loosen, and slowly he released his grip, slipping off the cloak, simply because it felt good to do so. A sun with quiet warmth had done what force could not, and high above, the sky stayed peaceful, filled with soft, glowing light. And so, our stories for tonight come to a close. Take a moment to feel the quiet wisdom of these tales. Notice how even the smallest actions, the simplest choices, can carry lessons that reach far beyond the story itself. Aesop's fables remind us that patience can overcome haste, that cleverness can solve problems, and that kindness, even from the humblest creatures, leaves a lasting mark. You may let these thoughts drift through your mind, softly, without effort, like leaves floating on a gentle stream. There is no need to remember every detail, just the calm, the gentle rhythm, the quiet reflections, and the warmth of knowing that wisdom is everywhere, if we only pause to notice. Now, as you settle deeper into rest, let your body soften, your mind slow, your breath grow steady, and allow sleep to come naturally, carrying you through the night. May your dreams be light and peaceful, filled with gentle lessons and quiet joy. And may you awaken refreshed, ready to meet a new day with calm and kindness. Thank you for sharing this time with these stories, for listening, for resting, and for letting the quiet wisdom of Aesop settle in your heart. Good night.